Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss poem 3 Inchcape Rock. So let's start your poem.
Explaining about the poem, let me give you the brief introduction about the poet. Robert Southey, he was born in Bristol, England in 1774 and he died in 1843. He was a son of a draper. Draper means a person who works in a textile fabric. He was educated at Westminster School and Balliol's College of Oxford. He was one of the laureate poet, means a very respectable poet of England during 1813 to 1843. He was very famous for his short poem like The Scholar, The Battle of Blenheim, Bishop Hatton and Inchcape Rock, about what we are going to study today. So, Inchcape Rock is basically a ballad. Ballad means a poem in which any story is depicted. So this story is about a 14th century attempted by Aberbourne of Aberbrothy, and it is about to install a warning bell on Inchcape Rock. So Southey was inspired by the legendary story of a pirate who removed the bell on the Inchcape Rock. So basically the poem is about that, how he installed the bell and how the pirate have removed the bell. The whole poem is about this. At the end, the poem gives us a message that those who do wrong things will meet with a due punishment. यानी जो बुरा करेगा उसके साथ भी बुरा ही होगा. यही इस पोएम का मैसेज है. Let me start the poem. The Inchcape Rock. No steer in air, no steer in sea. The ship was as still as she could be. Her sail from heaven received no motion. Her keel was steady in ocean. Means सब कुछ जो था बिल्कुल शांत था. There is no motion neither in the atmosphere nor in the sea. मतलब कोई वेव्स बन नहीं रहे थे. पूरी जो समुद्र थी बिल्कुल शांत थी. There was a lack of movement in the air. हवा में भी कोई मूवमेंट हलचल नहीं था. एंड दैट इज द रीजन कि उसका जो शिप का जो सेल है, यानी जो कपड़े से जो क्लॉथ मैश क्लॉथ यूज होता है टू सेल द शिप, उसमें भी कोई मूवमेंट नहीं हो रहा था. देयरफॉर द शिप वाज आल्सो स्टिल. हर सेल फ्रॉम हेवन. हेवन मींस यहाँ पे एयर. दे आर द पोएट इज टॉकिंग अबाउट द एयर. हर सेल्स फ्रॉम heaven receive no motion, means the poet is telling about the ship through which it can move, that is with the help of air it can move. So there is no motion in air. Her keel was steady in ocean. Her keel means he is talking about the ship, because there is no air, there is no motion in air, therefore the ship was also in a steady position in the ocean. Without either sign of sound of their shock, the waves flowed over the Inchcape Rock. So little they rose, so little they fell. They did not move the Inchcape bell. Means here the poet is telling the sea waves were flowing without any jolt. Jolt means any motion. किसी motion के बगैर धीमे धीमे चला रहा था. And had a little rise and fall over the Inchcape Rock. क्योंकि ज्यादा motion नहीं था तो ज्यादा जोर से भी Inchcape Rock के ऊपर वो hit नहीं कर रहा था. They had hardly moved the Inchcape Rock. Naturally जब वो जोर से हिट नहीं करेगा तो Inchcape Rock में भी ज्यादा मोशन नहीं होगा. तो Inchcape Rock भी अपनी जगह पे शांत था. Next, the Aberbourne of Aberbrothick had placed that bell on the Inchcape Rock. On a buoy in the storm it floated and swung, and over the waves its warning rung. Means here the poet is telling about Aberbourne of Aberbrothick had installed that bell. किसने लगाया था? Aberbourne of Aberbrothick ने उसको लगाया था, वो बेल को लगाया था. Inchcape Rock पे वो बेल लगाया था. So here the poet is telling that, and it floated and swung on the waves during the storm and warned the mariner. So बहुत ही noble काम Aberbourne of Aberbrothick ने किया था. क्या किया था कि जब भी there is a lots of movement in air and because of that a high tide rises, तो क्या होता था कि वो जोर से जो है वो यानी waves जो है Inchcape Rock के ऊपर हिट करता था, and it always gave the warning bell, warning rung देता था. And here I have mentioned all the difficult word, so you can refer here. So it always used to give the warning bell to the mariners, means जो भी वहां पे आते हैं सेल में सेल करके शिप के थ्रू आते हैं उनको वो वार्निंग बेल देता था कि दैट हियर there is a huge Inchcape Rock. बहुत बड़ा सा rock है, and you may get hit about it. So be careful about it. So, so before we move to the next, let us discuss about the figure of speech. So figure of speech is here that no steer in air, no steer in sea. यहाँ पे no means here it is repetition. So why it is repetition? Because the word no steer is repeated, and also alliteration, because you could see the vowel sound, consonant sound S and S. There is a consonant sound, therefore it is a alliteration. Next, that is the ship was as still as she could be. Here it is personification. Why? Because the ship here it is personified, because she word through word she it is personified. Next, their sails from heaven receive no motion. So here it is alliteration. Why? Because you could see the consonantal sound, that is H and H. Also personification, because her sail, again ship, is being personified. And inversion, because words are not arranged in a order. Here the proper order should be there her sails received no motion from heaven. This is the correct order. Next, her knee was steady in ocean. Here it is personification, again her. Next, when the rock was hit by the surges swell. Here I have mentioned surges swell means sudden and great rise in the level of sea. So when the rock was hit by the surges swell means whenever there is a high tide, then what happened? The mariners heard the warning bell, and because of the high tide and there is a lots of motion in the sea, the bell starts ringing, and the mariner could easily hear that bell. And when they knew the coleus rock, here coleus rock means a dangerous rock, and the blessed the ababot of Aberbrothick. So whenever they hear this bell, they could easily know that yes, there is some hazardous rock very near to us, very dangerous rock is near to us, and they get alert about it, and they always, and as soon as they get saved, they bless Ababot of Aberbrothick. The sun in the heaven was shining gay, all things were joyful on that day. The seabirds screamed as they wheeled around, and there was joys in their sound. Means here the sun was shining happily in the sky. सब कुछ बहुत ही अच्छा माहौल था. All the creatures on the earth were very happy on that day. Seabirds seemed very joyfully. They were chirping and encircling in the sky. चारों तरफ गोला बना के वो उड़ रहे थे. So everything was very fine and good. Everything was very in a happy mood. The boy of the Inchcape Bell was seeing a darker speck on the ocean green. Sir Ralph, the rover, walked his deck, and he fixed his eyes on the darker speck. Means here the poet is telling that in a wider spread, means अगर हम दूर से देखते हैं, then what we can see, a darker speck. Speck here it is means a dot or a black spot, we can say. So in a wider spread, दूर से अगर देखते हैं तो we can see that Inchcape Bell, a black dot. So Sir Ralph and the rover walked his deck. So when they were closer to the deck, and he fixed his eyes, he saw that, उसने तुरंत उस बेल को देखा, darker speck को देखा. Darker speck means that Inchcape Bell, rock में जो बेल लगा था, Inchcape Bell, उसको उसने देखा. He felt the cheering power of spring. It made him whistle, it made him sing. His heart was mirthful to excess, but the rover's mirth was wickedness. Here mirth means joyful, merry, बहुत ही खुश होना, happy. So even the Sir Ralph rover was very cheerful, power of spring. So he was also very happy. It made him whistle, and he was whistling because he was very in a happy mood. His heart was also very happy, but here we have to see that here the poet have used but the rover's mirth was wickedness. मतलब here he is telling that कि वो कितना भी खुश क्यों ना हो, but there was some cunning going around in his mind. There was a malice in his joy. मतलब उसकी खुशियों में भी कुछ तो भी गड़बड़ था. His eyes was on the Inchcape float. Quoth he. Quoth means here he is quoting. My men put out the boat and row me to the Inchcape Rock, and I will plague the ababot of Aberbrothick. Plague means here torture, torment. or we can say kill, destroy, खराब करना, spoil करना. So his eyes on in his happiness, he saw that Inchcape bell. It was floating there, and something weird happened inside him, and he quote. Means उसने बोला, he quoted. उसने अपने लोगों को बोला that put out the boat. बोट को नीचे उतारो and row me to the Inchcape Rock. मेरे को Inchcape Rock तक लेके चलो. And I will plague, I will destroy the aberboat of Aberbrothick. और वो ऐसा क्यों कर रहा था? Because मतलब why he wanted to destroy it? Because he was not happy. The person who are not good at their heart, they never can praise anyone. Means जिसका हार्ट अच्छा नहीं होता वो किसी के भी अच्छा ही देख सकते. The boat is lowered, the boatmen row, and to the Inchcape Rock they go. Sir Ralph bent over the boat and he cut the bell from the Inchcape float. So as he told his men to lower his boat, the boat was lowered, boat को नीचे उतारा गया, and Sir Ralph rode into that boat. वो उस बोट में से होके गए Inchcape Rock तक, and वो वहां जाने के बाद he bent over, वो थोड़े झुके Inchcape bell को, he hold that Inchcape bell and he cut that bell. He tried to destroy it. Now what happened? Down sunk the bell with a gurgling sound. The bubbles rose and burst around. Quoth Sir Ralph, the next who comes to the rock won't bless the aberboat of Aberbrothick. Here, as soon as Sir Ralph cut that bell, what happened? The bell started sinking. वो नीचे डूबने लगा with gurgling sound. जैसे कोई चीज नीचे जाता है तो एक gushing sound, gurgling sound आता है, and the bubbles rose. Bubbles ऊपर ऊपर आने लगे and burst होने लगा. And the Sir Ralph said that next who would come to the rock would not praise the aberboat of Aberbrothick. उसने क्या बोला? ठीक है, next time से जो भी आएगा वो कोई भी अब इसको प्रेज नहीं कर पाएगा. किस चीज को प्रेज करना? दैट aberboat of Aberbrothick. क्योंकि जिसकी भी जान बचती थी उन लोग क्या बोलते थे? उसको थैंक्स बोलते थे aberboat of Aberbrothick को. तो ये चीज वो सहन नहीं कर पा रहा था. So he was feeling as if कि अब next time से कोई भी aberboat of Aberbrothick को याद नहीं करेगा. So let us see towards the next. That is Sir Ralph the rover sailed away. He scorned the seas for many days, and now grown rich with plundered store, he steers his course for Scotland shore. Again here I have mentioned plundered stores means looted, robbed well. Sir Ralph the rover sailed away means after doing that he sailed away. वो दूर चला गया. He scorned the seas for many days. और वो sea में रह के he was a pirate, so he looted lots of ships and he have collected lots of wealth with him, and now he have become he have grown rich with plundered shore. Plundered shore means he have looted. He have become rich because of the looted material which he have collected. He steers his course for Scotland shore. Shore means he again came back to he went to Scotland shore. So thick a haze o'erspreads the sky, they cannot see the sun on high. The wind hath blown, here hath means has. The wind hath blown a gale all day, here hath means has, all day, at evening in hath, again hath means has died away. So here the poet is telling that a thick fog spread everywhere, and in the sky it was so dense that so hardly they can see sun on high. Hardly वो sun को देख सकते थे. The wind has flown very heavily all day and stop at the evening, and wind was also blown very high, and at the evening it had died means the wind has stopped. It was not so speed, it had reduced its speed. So on the deck the rover takes his stand, so dark it is, they see no land. Quoth Sir Ralph, it will be lighter soon, for there is dawn of the rising moon. Here the poet is telling that the Sir Ralph, the rover, stands on the deck very confidently, and the situation was, it was so dark that no one was able to see any land nearby. Then Sir Ralph said, he quoted, here it is written quoted, means he said, Sir Ralph said that it will be lighter soon. जल्दी ही हमें ब्राइटर सीन दिखेगा, थोड़ा लाइटर हो जाएगा, नॉट सो डार्कर. व्हाई? बिकॉज फॉर देयर इज अ डॉन ऑफ अ राइजिंग मून. मीन्स जल्दी ही मून जो है इट विल राइज एंड वी कुड सी द लाइट. So, canst hear, said one. The breaker roared. Canst means cannot. Here can. You could see I have mentioned here can. So can hear, said one. The breakers roared. For methinks means I think we should be near the shore. Now where we are I cannot tell, but I wish I could hear the Inchcape bell. So here the poet is telling that some of the person of that boat, of the surf rover's boat, he told that one of them asked that if they could hear the sound of the waves, क्या तुम्हें कोई waves की आवाज आ रही है? Because they want to detect कि कहाँ पे है. Because he thought that they should be near the coast. उनको ऐसा लग रहा था इतना सेल कर लिए तो मे बी वो कोस्ट के पास में आ गए हैं. He added that he could not tell them where they were and they hoped that he could hear the Inchcape bell. So one of them they told that कि उनमें से एक ने बोला कि काश हम Inchcape bell को हम सुन पाते तो शायद हम ये डिटेक्ट कर लेते कि where we are. Inchcape bell को देख के हम डिटेक्ट कर सकते थे. It was also acting as a navigation. But what happened? They hear no sound. The swell is strong. Though the wind hath fallen, hath again means has fallen, they drift along till the whistle strikes with a shivering shock. Oh crest! It is the Inchcape Rock. So next, what happened? The surge of the waves is very high and they cannot hear any sound. Waves इतने तेज थे कि उनको कुछ सुनाई नहीं दे रहा था. Even though the wind has been very slow, फिर धीरे धीरे wind becomes slow, reduce its speed, but then also they move forward towards still the ship. And what happened in between that? The ship crashed very badly with the shaking jolt. Means बहुत ही जोर forcefully वो जाके उसके the Inchcape Rock के साथ जाके वो टकराया. Then फिर what happened? One of the men from that boat pleads to Lord Christ. वो भगवान को बोलते हैं, क्रिस्ट को बोलते हैं, and he tells that oh no, it is a Inchcape Rock. They hear. Then what happened? Sir Rag the rover tore his hair. He crossed himself in his despair. The waves rush in every side. The ship is sinking beneath the tide. Now इतने जोर से वो टकराता है तो क्या होता है? अब now since it was an Inchcape Rock, so Sir Ralph the rover was totally frustrated and disappointed, and he was cursing himself. वो खुद को अपने आप को कर्स कर रहा था with very disappointment. And what happened in the meantime? The boat broke in many places and the waves entered everywhere. हर तरफ से waves अंदर घुस रहा था very fast, बहुत जल्दी, and the ship starts to go down underneath the water. और ship जो वो धीरे धीरे करते करते बहुत मतलब नीचे की तरफ वो drown हो रहा था, टूटता ही चला जा रहा था. But even in his dying fear, one dreadful sound could the rover hear, a sound as if with the Inchcape bell, the devil below was ringing his knell. So here, the poet is telling that as the whole ship was sinking and everyone was very fear, mainly that robber was very Sir Rat was very fear about dying, and he could hear one sound while he was drowning. जब वो डूब रहा था तो उसे एक आवाज कंटिन्यू आ रही थी. वो आवाज क्या था? वो मौत का आवाज था. That was the same as when the Inchcape bell was drowning. वो वैसी ही आवाज थी जब Inchcape bell जब नीचे डूब रहा था तो वैसे ही आवाज आ रहा था जैसे अभी फिर से उसे वही मौत की आवाज आ रही थी. So the last line में वो बोल रहा है the devil below was ringing the knell. ऐसा लग रहा था जैसे कोई मौत की घंटी बजा रहा है. Now the last thing is the one who digs a ditch for others fall in that every ditch someday. Means जो दूसरों के लिए गड्ढा खोदता है वो उस गड्ढे में खुद ही डूब जाता है. So very quickly let us start the figure of speech. So here you could see alliteration because the repetition of the consonant. Here you could see the S. The consonantal sound is repeated, therefore it is alliteration. Next is again alliteration because Again, you could see the consonantal sound S and S, and here also showed in alliteration. Personification, because the wave rush in every side. The waves are rushing. Human quality has been given, therefore it is personification. Next is again transfer epithet, because here dying fear. But even in his dying fear, the dying quality has been given to fear. But here dying is not fear, because dying, who is dying? The human is dying. So the adjective is being transferred, therefore it is transferred epithet and also personification, because dying is being personified. Fear को उसने क्या किया? Dying fear. तो डाई कौन हो रहा है? ऐसा लग रहा है कि fear जो है वो डाई हो रहा है, but dying में जो quality दिया गया, human quality, it is related to human, therefore it is a personification. And next, a sound. As a sound here, because it is a comparing and using the word as, therefore it is simile. So hope you have understood the poem and also the figure of speech. And last, that is at the evening in the hath died away. Here it is personification, because at the evening it has died. Hath means has. It has means what? यहाँ पे it means what? The wind. Wind has been personified, therefore it is personification. So hope you have understood the poem and also the figure of speech. So let us move toward the theme of the poem. So the message which is given in this poem is, as you sow, so shall you reap. Means जैसा आप बोगे वैसा ही आप पाओगे. So I hope you have understood. So thanks for